Hi there, welcome. My name is Jerio and I'm here with School of Love. I wanted to talk to all of you about what I think is the most important thing. There's something that I value over everything else when I look at my wife, when I look at my family, more than any money, any job, any career, any place I would live. I want my family to be happy. I want to have true love. That's the desire of my heart. I would give up everything and anything for my family, for that chance to partake in true love, to have my happily ever after. And we read about it in all the stories, in the novels, in the romance, right? We watch it in movies, we hear it in songs, that the thing that matters most in the end, the thing that we could give up our whole life for, is that chance for love. And so that's why I feel it's my duty as a parent to talk to my kids about love, about how to foster relationships that create true love, and how to bring that kind of relationship to the forefront of their lives. That my children have the chance to taste true love and to learn how to give love, how to receive love, how to share in that love, how to repair love, how to build love. You know, I feel like this is the most important tool that my children can have. If there's one thing that I can give to my kids, I want to give them the ability to love others and be loved themselves. I want to teach them how to love. And so that's what I want to encourage us today about. You know, there's many things as a parent that we need to talk to our kids about. There's so many areas that are very important to raising a healthy child, right? We need to talk to them about money. We need to talk to them about, financial security, about creating careers, about health and hygiene. We need to talk to our kids about their hobbies and their abilities. We need to teach our children how to work hard, to invest themselves, to create. And these are all really important things for us to teach as parents. But there's one thing that you are the only one that can really teach your child. That as a parent, you have the position, the role, the ability to teach your children about love. From a baby, your children look to you and learn cues about love. As they grow older and they have their friends and they have their brothers and sisters, you guide them in how to create relationships, on how to take turns, on how to share, on how to say, I'm sorry. You're the one teaching them about how to create loving relationships. This is your role as a parent. And while these other areas are super important, and I want to encourage you to talk to them about their finance and their careers and their health, love is what matters most after all. So, I think about this and I've thought so much about how I value different areas of education for my kids. And I stress them and I talk to my kids about it because there's resources there to talk to my kids about them. So I talk to my kids about finance, right? I sit my children down, I talk to them about spending their money wisely, on not investing or spending their money at the store on junk, right? I talk to my kids about buying stuff that's going to last, that they're going to like next week still, that they're going to use in their life. I talk to my kids about finding things that bring joy and happiness to them, and not just for the moment, but for the long haul. They're going to use their money, use it wisely. I talk to my kids also about saving money. Hey, there's a toy you really want. My 7-year-old, she's got all these ideas of things she wants. I say, save up your money. Put some money aside. When you get a gift of money, put it aside so that when you get to a point that you have enough money, you can go out and buy that thing that you really want. I think talking to our kids about finances is crucial for their future happiness, that they can have stability in their life. So this is an important area for parents to talk about. Another area that we always talk about is maybe in a long-term way, career. First, we start with school. School is a place where they learn the skills and abilities, the mindset, the determination that's going to help guide them in their future career. So we teach our kids early on. We say, you got to get up in the morning. You got to get dressed. You got to show up, right? You got to be there on time. You got to be present in order to be successful. So we push this into our kids. Be on time. Be there before the bell rings. Make sure you're punctual. Right? This is a skill set that we're hoping later on pays off for them. We teach them to take their work seriously, to work hard, to try their best, to do their homework, to work on that project. We want them to work hard, to learn how to create things in a timely manner and how to make things that are professional, that bring joy to other people, that are clear. And so we teach our kids to work hard in school, to get good grades. And as our children grow older, they find different areas that they're passionate about, subjects that really move them. And we encourage them in these areas. And later we say, hey, what university should you go to in order to pursue that desire you have? Oh, you're really into computers, or you're really into art, or you're really into mathematics. You have these desires, these passions, these interests that can help lead you to a future career. So as parents, we talk to our kids about this. We help them apply for college. We help them determine what kind of degree that they need to get, because we want them to have a good career. We want them to have a job that they can be proficient in, something that can bring them joy, that can bring them money, that can bring them stability, right? And so we see this and recognize this as parents. We have to talk to our kids about careers. And we also recognize their health. We look at our kids. We say, wow, I want you to be healthy. So, hey, Johnny, eat that broccoli. Eat those peas. Hey, I really need you to eat this healthy food and avoid the donuts. Avoid desserts. Avoid the extra sugars. Why are we doing this as parents? Is it because we hate our kids? No, it's because we love our kids. We want our kids to develop healthy eating habits. We want them to develop healthy lifestyles so that when they go through life, they're free to live out the most enjoyable life, right? We tell them, go outside, get off that computer, get off that tablet, go out and get some sunshine, get some fresh air. We tell them, go run around, jump around, play a game outside, because we want our kids to be healthy, right? And develop healthy habits. So these are things that are really important to us as parents, and we take time to talk to our kids about, to set rules, to set guidelines on how our kids should behave. Then we also look at hobbies and sports. We say, I don't want my kid to just have a career and just have money, but I want them to have a passion, something that brings them joy. So as parents, we look around for music, for arts, and for sports that we can get our kids involved in. Do my kids like baseball? Do they like volleyball? Do they like to dance? Do they like to play piano, violin? And when we find areas that they like and we give them a chance to try it out, we make big effort to get our kids to all their practices. We start to invest money into their recitals. We start investing money into their uniforms and into their musical instruments. And we do this because we want our children to develop hobbies and passions in life. Things that can bring them joy, that can show them the beauty of life and the fun of life. So as parents, we recognize these areas of life. We recognize how they can benefit our children. And so we make an effort to talk to our kids about this, to get behind them in these pursuits, to put our money behind it, to put our time and conversation behind these areas, because we want our kids to have healthy, successful lives. But again, the most important thing for me, and probably for a lot of you, is we want our children to have healthy relationships. We want our children to have their own happily ever after. We want them to find someone that's going to love and cherish them. And we want someone that our children can feel happy to love and cherish in return, to invest their whole hearts into. And so here at School of Love, we try and create curriculums and materials that help you start to navigate these conversations, because they're not all easy, right? We encourage parents, talk to your kids about pornography. That's a tough one, right? That's challenging. It's kind of gross, right? We don't really want to pursue that or talk about that with our kids. But if we want them to be healthy, if we want them to have healthy relationships in the future, we need to talk to them about healthy practices. Pornography, it's going to give an idea of what sex should be. Maybe it'll objectify the other sex, right? It'll objectify this whole act instead of being love making, an act of giving, of serving, of loving. It becomes just this physical, carnal thing, right? It weakens what sex can really be. It simplifies it. It makes it this dirty, shameful thing instead of the beautiful thing that God intended it to be. So we talk to our kids about pornography. We talk to our kids about masturbation and about self-gratification, right? We don't want our kids to go in thinking that sex is all about themselves, right? Sex is a relationship. And so we want to talk to our kids about why masturbation is not the thing that we should be pursuing. Why we should be developing healthy relationships with friends, both boys and girls, right? How we can pursue healthy relationships. Not just sexually focused relationships, but relationships based on hobbies, on interests, on passions. When we teach our kids about healthy relationship building, we prepare them for healthy relationships in their future. So let's talk to our kids about love, about creating true love. Here at School of Love, we just want to help you on this journey. We want to coach you through this important topic. It's difficult to navigate, and so we've been providing resources, curriculums, lessons that you can talk to your kids about all sorts of topics dealing with relationships, with their bodies, with how they're growing and developing, with their hormones and their sexual impulses, how to talk to our kids to navigate their adolescence up through their teenage years. And so check out schooloflove.org. Look into our curriculums, look into our videos. We hope that we can encourage you to talk about this, because to me, I really feel the biggest thing we can do as parents is to teach our kids to love. So thanks so much for watching. I want to encourage you on your journey. Let's do this together. Let's be there to support each other. I'm Jerry. I'm here to help. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.